Hello book lovers, and welcome back, or welcome to Nat Cat's Bookish Cafe. Today I am here to start a new vlog that'll go through I guess technically today the 22nd through the 26th. Me and my family are heading to Canon Beach in Oregon, and I figured I'd go ahead and just document that. So I figured I'd just go through what I'm currently reading and what I'm planning on taking with me. I'm trying to pack, but I need a break from that because right now I feel like one of those girls who has a closet full of clothes and can't find a single thing to wear. So I have not packed a single outfit. The weather there is going to be very rainy, as is very common on the West Coast here, or in the Northwest Coast, I should say. But as far as my reading, what I'm currently working on is They Never Learn by Lainey Fargo. I am 50 pages through this book. This is a book that is on my actual TBR, so I do need to read it. This is a thriller story that follows two characters. We are following Scarlett, who is a professor at this university, an English professor, and she is also a serial killer. So over the past 16 years, she has been killing off men, most who are terrible men, like rapists and things like that. And she usually makes it look like a suicide. And we're also following, I believe her name is Carly, who is a new student at this university. I don't know much else what's going on Carly's side of things. But with Scarlett, she has, at the beginning of this book, killed the quarterback, I think he was, of the football team because he took part in a gang rape of a girl. And so she decided to kind of use him as like a mess to send a message, because she couldn't kill all of them without it looking suspicious. But because this suicide has occurred and over the years other suicides have occurred, both because she killed them and made it look like suicides, and because, you know, unfortunately college students sometimes kill themselves of their own volition. And the school has decided to kind of take the suicides a bit more seriously and are going to be looking closer at the suicides that have happened over the years to kind of see if they can find out what's causing them, and so they can help prevent them, which of course she does not want. She doesn't want anyone looking closer at anything. Over the years, she has very much depended on the police department's inability to do a good job. So she has decided to volunteer to help with the process of looking closer at these cases so that she can keep a closer eye on this while also planning the death of the next man. So this book is going by really quickly. The chapters are really short and it's pretty quick moving and everything, and I'm definitely invested in the story and seeing, you know, what further things she does as a serial killer, and also to see kind of how Carly plays into all of this. I haven't read the synopsis for a while, so if the synopsis says anything, I don't know anything about it, but super excited to be reading this. I've heard pretty much nothing but good things about it, and so far I am thoroughly impressed. As far as audiobooks go, I finished my current audiobook earlier today, and my next one, which I'm hoping to read, is Tender is the Flesh. But that one is not available yet. Apparently I'm next in line, so I'm hoping it shows up in the next day or so. But for now, I don't have any audiobooks going. I will be bringing one more physical book with me just because They Never Learn is going by relatively quickly and the weather is going to be crappy. So I'm assuming we'll spend a decent amount of time inside, relaxing, things like that. And that is Out by Natsu Karino. This is the only owned physical book on my TBR this month. And this is also a thriller, a Japanese thriller. This book seems to start out with a group of housewives, one of which snaps and strangles her abusive husband, and with the help of her friends covers up the murder. It seems they somehow then get involved in the underbelly of Tokyo, but I don't know much more about it. I have heard mixed things, but it's been on my TBR for a while, and I'm very excited to get to it. All right, well, I'm gonna head back to hopefully finally packing something, and this vlog will probably have more b-roll than, you know, discussion, but I hope you enjoy the video. Morning, guys. It is around 8 o'clock on Monday morning. I'm sorry the lighting in here isn't great and I look like I slept in a bed that isn't my own, because that is what happened. But I am awake now. Just wanted to give you a little update on yesterday. I know there's a lot of b-roll. We ended up driving up to Canon Beach through Astoria, where we had lunch, and then because today's kind of the only day that's supposed to have no rain, it's actually like already raining and stormy outside right now, we ended up going to Haystack and just checking out the tide pools there, which was a lot of fun. Then we came home, had dinner, and played some games. We actually played Besafissa, which I ended up winning, but I forgot to record any of that. I'm pretty sure that's like my first time winning that, so it's a shame that I forgot to document it, but here I am letting you know that I won a trivia game, which is really rare. But I didn't get too much reading done. I think I did make it a little bit over 100 pages, maybe even like around 140 pages into They Never Learn. And I'm really enjoying it. I really like that the chapters are short. It's really moving the story along. Both of our characters are bi in the story, so we are getting that bi representation in there, which is a lot of fun. And I'm just enjoying the suspense of it all. I mean, I'm actually like really nervous about Scarlett getting caught. Like, I don't want her to get caught. I know she's a serial killer, but she's one of those serial killers where you're like, is it that bad what they're doing? Maybe not. But yeah, the writing is really engrossing. It's just moving the story along really well.
since today's weather is so yucky, I might have more opportunity to do some reading. So I will continue to keep you updated on that as I chug along. So we are back from walking around downtown. Our timing was pretty much perfect. We were having lunch when it started raining. We were unfortunately outside, but they had a table inside that we could move to. So we went to a couple stores, including one of the bookstores there. Let me actually see there. I think it's just called Canon Beach Book Co. Yep, Canon Beach Book Company. And I figured I'd let you know what I got. I didn't get too much, but before I do that, for my book, I'm on page 182 of They Never Learn. There was, just in the last couple chapters or so, a twist that was revealed that was very shocking and is making the book even more interesting, but I can't really talk on that because it's a spoiler, but I'm still really enjoying the story. She just committed another murder, a murder that went very wrong, and is definitely put her in some danger of possibly being caught. So definitely interested to see where things go from here, because I have a feeling the stakes are going to be a lot higher. Things are going to be a lot more stressful because I do not want our serial killer to be caught. As far as Carly goes, she is having some issues that she is facing with her friend having been sexually assaulted. That's a pretty big theme in this book, especially because our serial killer Scarlett does often target men who prey on younger vulnerable women, or outright rape women. So we'll see how that goes with her, how she deals with that, because we see very much like how people react to seeing that a woman has been sexually assaulted, both at the school and in the doctor's office, and just not really much being done, and even the girl herself not wanting to do much because she knows not much is gonna be done. So it's a very frustrating read, but I am a little bit over 50% through now, so I'm gonna sit down and do some reading. My family is out walking, but I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, as I usually am. But then as far as things that I got, I only got one book from the bookstore because my birthday is in November, and then Christmas is coming around and I have no room on my shelves. So I was like, you know what, I'll allow myself to get one book kind of as a souvenir, and I decided to go with I, Robot by Asimov. And I've been getting more into sci-fi lately, and this is just a really short book, but it's also a classic that I think discusses a lot about the relationships, or the different types of relationships between humans and robots. So I figured I would give it a shot. The cover kind of stood out to me, And I think I've watched the movie, but I just based off like the synopsis, it sounds like maybe the book is going to be very different from the movie, and I haven't watched the movie for years anyway, so I don't remember anything. But a short, hopefully quick read. It's got big text and everything, but you know, I'm assuming that if this is a classic, it probably inspired some more modern works that revolve around robots and things like that. I also bought some soap, just because I don't like using like liquid soap as much. I do enjoy a bar soap when it comes to washing my hands. And they had a eucalyptus and tea tree oil one, and this is vegan and cruelty free. And I just absolutely love the smell of eucalyptus. I try to get it in my candles pretty often. It's just such a calming and refreshing scent for me. So definitely had to grab one of those. Then I got a couple stickers. The first one is a tarot card that says The Reader. I honestly just got it because it was The Reader. I don't really do anything with tarot cards. I obviously love looking at them because usually they are very beautiful, but I don't put too much stock into them or anything like that. Not that I don't understand and respect people that do use them. And then I just got a cute little Halloween one that says, "'Tis the season to be creepy." And I've been looking for more stickers to put on my book card, so I'll go ahead and put those on there. And then the last thing I got was this tiny mushroom. I just absolutely love mushrooms. I think they're so adorable. So I definitely enjoy collecting just little mushrooms to put around my room for the cozy vibes. But talking about cozy, I'm gonna go ahead and settle in and go ahead and get some more reading done. So I just finished They Never Learn, and I think I'm going to give it a 4-star. I had a really great time reading this. It was really fast, it was really easy, it was really engaging. I was really invested in our character. I was really rooting for her, even though she's a serial killer, Scarlett. And I also thought that the other girl, that her storyline was also really interesting as well. I can't go into too much detail about, you know, what happened in the end or Carly's story. I'm gonna double check her name because I feel like it's not Carly. All right, her name is Carly. I don't know why I blanked on that just now. I just thought this was a really unique story, but I mean, I am new to thrillers, and I haven't read too many books about serial killers, but I do think it is really interesting to read a book from their point of view, especially when they are going after such terrible people. It definitely makes you wonder, you know, would it be that bad if there was a woman out there killing rapists and women beaters or people that beat their women, things like that? I mean, I almost would feel a little safer if I knew there was some sort of vigilante out there taking care of these people. But of course, that is not allowed. It is illegal. But yeah, overall, just a really fun story. Highly recommend if you like books about serial killers, especially if this one takes place on a college campus, and rape is very common on college campuses, so it was a really good setting for this kind of story. I did enjoy how complex all the characters were. They were very morally gray. They were very flawed. It did a good job of showing the different masks that people wear. You know, whether they pretend to be a good boy and then turn out to be a bad boy. I also enjoyed seeing the competition that occurs in the academic setting among the professors as well. That added a little bit of extra drama to everything that was going on. But yeah, not too much more that I can say about it without getting spoilery, but had lots of fun. I'm gonna do some editing because I am still hoping to get this vlog out on Friday, and with how many little clips I have for b-roll, I just want to get a head start on that, and then I will probably start out, which I believe is one of the last books that I need to read this month. I do also have Horror the Ninth available on Libby now for audiobook. I don't know if I'll listen to an audiobook today. We'll see. But that, I guess, will be the next audiobook that I listen to. Was very surprised that that showed up before Tender the Flesh. But Tender the Flesh is still not here. It keeps telling me I'm next in line. So I don't see what's taking so long. Hey guys, so as you can see, I am home again. It is evening and I am just here to wrap up this vlog. So this vlog, I guess, was mostly more like a travel vlog than a reading vlog because I only got 32 pages throughout. So I don't really have anything to say about this, and since, you know, I'm obviously not going to finish it in this vlog, I'm not really going to say anything about it. So you'll have to wait until my October or November. Actually, I'm not overly optimistic to finish this month, to be honest, but you'll have to wait until my wrap up to hear my thoughts on that. So sorry that there wasn't much reading in this vlog. This is kind of a vlog that was more for me to kind of document this little vacation that I took with my family to celebrate me graduating college a couple months ago. You know, I have terrible memory, so this is a good way for me to remember that I did this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and had some fun exploring Canon Beach with me, as well as hearing my vague thoughts on They Never Learn. I just want to thank you guys, as always, for supporting my channel by watching my videos, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!